Hi, welcome to week 4. We are going to be reading some books this week that are picture books, multicultural picture books that have to do with relationships within families. So it's really important for children to be able to see their themselves within their picture books, and that includes them with their grandmothers or their parents or their brothers and sisters. So I will show you the first book that I love, which is Abuela, and it did get left out in the rain one day, and so some of my pages were stuck together, but that's okay. The pictures are still beautiful. So Abuela was written by Arthur Doros and illustrated by Elisa Clevin. And I really love the words and the beautiful paintings that go along with them. They're so vibrant. So, and I love this book because it introduces very simple words in Spanish and along with English. So I hope you like it too. Abuela. And abuela means grandmother. Abuela takes me on the bus. We go all around the city. Abuela is my grandma. She is my mother's mother. Abuela means grandma in Spanish. Abuela speaks mostly Spanish because that's what people spoke where she grew up before she came to this country. Abuela and I are always going places. Today, we're going to the park. El parque es lindo, says Abuela. I know what she means. I think the park is beautiful too. Tantos pájaros, Abuela says, as a flock of birds surrounds us. So many birds. They're picking up the bread we brought. What if they picked me up and carried me high above the park? What if I could fly? Abuela would wonder where I was. Swooping like a bird, I'd call to her. Then she'd see me flying. Rosalba the bird. Rosalba el pájaro, she'd say. Ven, abuela. Come, abuela, I'd say. Sí, quiero volar. Abuela would reply as she leaped into the sky with her skirt flapping in the wind. Here they go. We would fly all over the city. Mira, Abuela would say, pointing, and I'd look as we soared over parks and streets, dogs and people. Mira means look. We'd wave to the people waiting for the bus. Buenos dias, we'd say. Buenos dias, good morning, they'd call up to us. We'd fly over factories and trains and glide close to the sea. Cerca del mar, we'd say. We'd almost touch the tops of waves. Abuela's skirt would be a sail. She could race with the sailboats. I'll bet she'd win. We'd fly to where the ships are docked and watch people unload fruits from the land where Abuela grew up. Mangoes, bananas, papayas, those are all Spanish words. So are rodeo, patio, and burro. Maybe we'd see a cousin of Abuela's hooking boxes of fruit to a crane. We saw her cousin Daniel once unloading and loading the ships. That would be exciting. Out past the boats in the harbor, we'd see the Statue of Liberty. Me gusta, Abuela would say. Abuela really likes her. I do too. We would circle around Liberty's head and wave to the people visiting her. That would remind Abuela of when she first came to this country. Vamos al aeropuerto, she'd say. She'd take me to the airport where the plane that first brought her landed. Cuidado, Abuela would tell me. We'd have to be careful as we went for a short ride. Cuidado means to be careful. Cuidado. Then we could fly to Tio Pablo's and Tia Elisa's store. Pablo is my uncle, my tío. And Elisa is my aunt, my tía. They'd be surprised when we flew in, but they'd offer us a cool limonada. Flying is hot work. Pero quiero volar más, Abuela would say. She wants to fly more. I want to fly more too. We could fly to las nubes, the clouds. One looks like a cat, un gato. One looks like a bear, un oso. One looks like a chair, una silla. Descansamos un momento, Abuela would say. She wants to rest a moment. We would rest in our chair, and Abuela would hold me in her arms with the whole sky, our house, nuestra casa. Casa means house. We'd be as high as airplanes, balloons, and birds, and higher than the tall buildings downtown. But we'd fly there too to look around. I like this book. It seems like a fun thing to imagine flying. We could find the building where my father works. Hola, Papa, I'd say as I waved, and Abuela would do a flip for fun as we passed by the windows. Mira, I hear Abuela say. Look, she's telling me. And I do look, and we are back in the park. So mira means look. We are walking by the lake. Abuela probably wants to go for a boat ride. Vamos a otra aventura, she says. She wants us to go for another adventure. That's just one of the things I love about Abuela. She likes adventures. Some of those words sounded like English words. Did you notice? Aventura sounds like adventure. Aventura. Abuela takes my hand. Vamos, she says. Let's go. That is the end of that story. I hope you enjoyed it, and I encourage you to get this book for your children's library. It's a wonderful way to help introduce the Spanish language and also to show a family connection to any children in your class. All right, thanks.